I'm going to be tearing apart my Millionaire social media marketing mentor's YouTube channel. It's kind of ironic, but YouTube is my specialty, and I know he's got experience across a bunch of different platforms, but I've watched his channel for a long time. It's literally the reason how I got involved working in social media marketing. So if it weren't for this guy, Adam Walsh, I would not be here making these social media videos. But if there's one thing I do know how to do, it's look at a YouTube channel and see what could be improved. And that's where I titled this video, My Millionaire Mentor, because Adam is a millionaire social media marketing agency owner and now coaches people like me. So today we're going to look at how Adam Walsh's YouTube channel could be improved, what's missing from it, everything that I would do if I were him, simply put, not taking much effort, and how I would double the channel's volume of sales and views over 90 days. Let's get into it. So the initial story is I came across Adam's YouTube channel when I was searching for how to start in SMMA. I wanted to get into social media marketing because I've done social media for about 6 years and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I was like, okay, I searched for this hyper-specific term on YouTube, like how to start or work with fitness clients as a social media marketer, and I came across Adam's channel. I clicked on that video, found a bunch of information, found it really valuable. He knew what he was talking about, had a bunch of experience, hopped on a call with him. First call, guy's super chill. He's having a great time. He's just like telling me information. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go with it. And he's like, totally cool. Let's get on a second call. Second call, same thing, answers all my questions. I have nothing else to say. So I'm like, shit, let's buy the thing. So I pay him like 2.5 grand or like, I think it's around 1.5 grand over the next few months. Total at this point, I bought his second level course. So I probably spent more closer to $5,000-$6,000 with Adam. So definitely a big relationship with this guy. He's my personal mentor because he has helped me to grow my social media agency from 0 to over 4.5 grand a month. And we're gonna continue to keep scaling. That was our current peak. Now, who am I? I'm Gegg, the founder of Tacticaleads, a YouTube organic growth agency. That's the agency that I founded with Adam's help. And basically what I've done is I work with a lot of different business owners and help them build personal brands to grow and sell more across a variety of industries between health, wellness, business, relationships, personal productivity, whatever you can think of. If you want to start a personal brand on YouTube, I'm here for you. So jumping into the overall business model, basically what Adam does with this YouTube channel of his is he makes all kinds of content online like this between YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Those are his most popular platforms as far as I'm aware. And he basically makes this content giving tips on how to grow with social media marketing. Here is a mastermind that I did on social media marketing. Here's how to use AI. Here's how to use this tool called Go High Level. Basically, he makes a bunch of content like this on his YouTube channel in order to convert people into actual community members. Now, what he sells is the 6-figure and 7-figure accelerator. I've purchased both of them, and they include a community, courses, live coaching calls, direct contact and text messaging with Adam, and a bunch of other benefits and documents and things on how to start a social media agency. So that's basically the overview of Adam. Again, I've spent that 5 grand with him or more, a lot of time talking to him. So I know overall the product of his channel and what he sells really well. And what I want to dig into now is his YouTube channel. So again, like I said, he makes a lot of this content online. It's literally how he sold me in, but there's a few things that I would change. Now, the first thing I'm going to say before we get into any of this is I know that his goals are a little bit different than maybe some people's out there. So let's set the expectation clear. I've seen some of his videos and he's mentioned that he doesn't go for editing. He doesn't over edit a lot of the content. He doesn't want to overdo it. And it's likely because the amount of sales volume that he's getting from his current social media is already working really well. He just focuses on a consistent cadence. If we go into his channel stats here, you can see that he is posting or publishing videos on a very consistent basis. So if we look, he has an average upload frequency of 2 videos per week. And as you can see, he has a consistent subscriber growth overall for the most part. Now, there is one glaring mistake I can see by just looking at his overall channel stats that I will get into later in the video, so stick around for that. But continuing to move on to the rest of the channel, we can see that he's got just an overall very consistent style. He's got the same background. He's got the same, I would say, relatively basic thumbnails. They're not that unique. They're also not that enticing personally. But overall, from what I can tell is, again, he posts very consistently. He has the same setup. He makes it easy, simple, repeatable. That's very good. He's literally got a USB microphone that he plugged into his laptop, sets it down on the table, and then he uses his iPhone 12, which is an old phone, on a mini tripod he bought on Amazon, sets it on the table and records like that. That's it. Not overcomplicated. And these videos look crisp too. So nothing against that. They're just solid, basic, consistent. That's the overall vibe that we get from Adam here. Now, again, no editing throughout the videos for the most part, aside from basic slideshows. And again, when you get into Adam's program, you'll know that he is a big fan of these slideshows and these Loom videos. So for the most part, a lot of this video looks like he recorded an intro in this one, and we can kind of see, I'm gonna mute him here, but he's basically got this Loom video style. He's got a style where it's pretty much, hey, let's just record a quick Loom video, let's put our face over it, and most importantly, do all of the video preparation on slideshows. Let's prepare the results that we've got for people, which is what he's showing on the screen right now. Let's prepare the strategies that we've got, compile it all into a slideshow, and then just Loom record my face over it. Nothing wrong with that. And we're gonna stick with that theme here, which is that there's nothing wrong with not having a ton of editing, because I don't think that's what Adam was looking for when he made this content, and it's not what he does. It's not what he's done for a long time. He wants it simple, easy, doesn't take a lot of time. We'll get into how we can still double his reach. With that being said, overall, everything is pretty decent. He's got decent keywords. If we look on the side here, in his analytics section, I mean, he's got like not the best keyword research that I've ever seen. Like it's, you know, a 15.9 out of 100. But generally speaking, he's got some decent keywords. You guys can't exactly see him here on my screen right now, but I'll zoom it in a tiny bit for you. So you can kind of see the keywords are ranking mostly on average around 60 out of 100 for their keyword score, which basically just means that his keywords are decent. I think they're copy paste for most of the videos. I don't know if he's doing a ton of individual research. It looks like they're mostly generic. Yeah, like Adam Walsh Irish, digital marketing agency. Very generic keyword terms that are very saturated. We'll get into that as well. All right, so now what I want to do is get into the overall what is working well and what could be improved. Again, what I said earlier is that he's already got really good consistency. He's got a good format that works well for him, and the quality is on point. One thing I'll say for sure is a microphone is the most important thing when it comes to video quality, which is a bit ironic because it's video quality, but audio comes first. If you've ever watched a video with really bad audio, it always trumps a bad video because audio comes before video, and that's that. Another thing I wanted to mention is that his hooks are actually really solid. I'm pretty sure from what I saw in his day in the life video, he describes how he actually goes in and uses Perplexity to write out actual outlines for his videos or other AI tools. And I really like that he has an outline and that he uses the slideshows that he talks about. So I'm gonna play an example hook right here. Here's an example hook.
Would you believe me if I said that there were beginners, I mean complete beginners, that have never run an online business before?
So that's one hook. We have another hook right here. I really like this one.
So if you put a gun to my head and told me I had to start a social media marketing business today and I had to get clients as soon as possible, I'd actually probably start with Upwork. That's where I'd spend a lot of my time to get.
And he actually taught me how to start getting clients on Upwork. All this is very like value packed. It's very direct. According to everything I know about Adam, he has made millions of dollars from social media. He's grown an agency to make over $3 million in revenue over the course of a few years. And he eventually exited that agency to become a social media marketing teacher and mentor for many people out there. And that's what he uses his personal brand currently for. So again, overall to recap, he's consistent. He's got an easy setup that makes it easy for himself. He's got the basics down. The videos are overall good quality. He's got a call to action in his description. You can see here on his videos, he's got links to his stuff. He's got all his other social media. He's got, you know, an overall summary of what he does. He's got keywords for every single video. And then, you know, overall just basic thumbnails. It's consistent. It's simple. I would say not even necessarily easy, because easy is in the eyes of the beholder. Being consistent like Adam is obviously not an easy thing. So a ton of respect for what he's already doing. Consistent, basic, same easy setup, good hooks. That's a very important piece. Now let's get into what could be improved. So overall, what I see from Adam, the first glaring mistake, and this is what I was talking about earlier in the video, and what is leading to the fact that he is getting, yes, consistent videos published, but as you can see, if we look at so these are his current videos published. He's being very consistent with it like we looked at before. If we actually look at his view count though, it's actually, I don't know if you can kind of tell here, it's kind of slowly decreasing over time. Just a tiny bit. This is really hard to see. So, you know, don't squint your eyes. Let's even just say it's not decreasing. It's just plateauing. It's fine. It's consistent. But the problem with consistent is on YouTube, if you don't adjust with the times, if you don't keep adapting, you will decrease in time. This is what happened in the past with my technology reviews channel, Tacticaleads. I kept doing the same things and I even stopped posting here and there. That was obviously a part of it. But if I just kept posting the same videos over and over, eventually the views are going to drop off. Not saying that consistency isn't valuable. I'm just saying you need to keep innovating, because eventually something that was new a year ago becomes common. People will copy you, so you need to constantly innovate. That's one of the downsides of doing free content over something like a paid ad on Facebook. So that's the first glaring mistake that I see, and the instant fix to this problem, to this glaring problem, which is that he's just consistently doing the same thing, not improving it. Literally what could change all of this and increase the amount of views, increase the fact that the subscriber count is facing the same issue, which is kind of slowly decreasing. The view count has decreased by 40% compared to last week. Basically, it's just better thumbnails and a tiny bit more pre-planning, including those thumbnails. So if you look at all these thumbnails on his videos and you're seeing the average video view count, let's go back a couple weeks. They're like 200, 400, 300. Let's see if we can find a better one. I can't really find a much higher viewed one, to be honest. There's 430, 600, 500, like on average, like 800. That one did pretty good, but it's like, we're not seeing many videos that are even getting into the 1,000 view category. And he's got 30,000 subscribers, which is a little bit concerning because it's like, okay, where are all those subscribers at? And I think it's mostly because these subscribers are likely to be gained possibly from shorts a little bit. I know he does a lot of shorts volume because he came from the Instagram, TikTok background. So he's got a lot of views coming there, and people may be subscribing but not watching the long form content. And he's also been doing this channel for a while. He's got 2,000 videos. So like some of these subscribers could be old and unactivated. But in order to get more people actually viewing these videos, if he just improved the thumbnails and focused on increasing that quality, that would make a huge difference. If we even just look at an average thumbnail for my YouTube channel, as you can see here, this is a little bit more enticing than the stuff on Adam's channel. And yes, we need to be a bit more realistic as far as like what the sizing would be compared to Adam's. So like it's gonna be smaller, of course, but you can see the difference in the text. And this isn't like an overcomplicated thumbnail, by the way. This isn't Mr. Beast level, but it's like we're putting a bit of effort into layering the words behind our heads. We're putting some contrast in. We're picking a 3-color theme between, you know, white, blue, and red. That's it. We're pretty much sticking to those colors. And we're making it just overall more holistically focused. And his thumbnails, as you can see, they've got the colors down, but that's about it. The text is small. Some of the icons look kind of bad. I can kind of tell actually that some of these are sort of like AI integrated. Like he's probably got some sort of AI tool like vidIQ actually, where, you know, I've seen it literally make thumbnails like this and integrates, you know, some basic thumbnails. Now he might be making these thumbnails by hand. So Adam, if you're watching this, I don't want to shit on your thumbnails too much. These are obviously like thumbnails are a fun thing to do yourself by hand. But I think if you thought, just took a little bit more time as far as going into Canva, dragging in some bigger assets, trying some larger text, trying a background behind yourself, because I think you use the same background every time. And it's like, let's try to mix it up. Try to draw out, this is my biggest tip. I've literally got thumbnails like this all over my house, but I will draw out actual thumbnail concepts. And then my next tip is I'll actually come in here and I'll show you guys an example. I do this for every single video. I will AI generate based on that drawing. So this is an example script here. I AI generate multiple versions of each thumbnail. And then those concepts that we saw here literally turn out through enough iterations, of course, to turn out like this, an actual version. Now, this is what I have my graphic designer do. As you can see, I've got a bunch of notes right here, and I've got a bunch of notes for the graphic designer on top of these AI generations. So my big tip here for Adam is get a graphic designer. And he knows how to do this. He's worked with graphic designers before, and maybe he's thinking, oh, but I don't want to invest a lot of money into editing, so I also don't want to invest into a graphic designer. And my tip there is a good thumbnail literally costs anywhere from 10 to 25 bucks per thumbnail. That's it. That's not expensive considering you're only posting, it seems like right on average right now, he's posting 2 to 3 times a week. So you're spending what, 20, 30 bucks a week, 30 to 50 bucks a week? Like that's it for a solid thumbnail that looks like this. You can find a designer that'll do it for you. So that's my biggest first tip, is really focus on increasing the thumbnail quality. That's going to increase the click-through rate so much. You're gonna get those views easily up to $1,000 or up to 1,000 views, my bad. We'll get into sales in a second here. Hold up guys, you're getting way ahead of yourself. But yeah, that's basically it. I would say the first thing in that first initial action items, the first month, that's what I would do, is focus on start doing thumbnails, come up with some concepts, and then just send them off to a graphic designer who will do them on average for $15 each. Not very expensive. Now, what I would also recommend doing is planning out your titles with those thumbnail concepts beforehand. I don't know if he's doing this right now, but again, if you're not planning out the thumbnails beforehand and improving them to the level that we saw compared to what he's got here, then I think he should work on planning the title with the thumbnail beforehand. Because if you plan out the title that the viewer's clicking on and the thumbnail that they're clicking on before you even record the video, then you know exactly what they're clicking on the video for, then he can make his hooks even better. But his hooks are already pretty strong, so that's not a huge deal. The main thing is the title and thumbnail combination. So work on those thumbnails. That's my main point here. The next thing is a quick 90-day plan here. So again, first month, work on those thumbnails, get them for 10 to 25 bucks. Then the next thing is plan out your video titles with those thumbnails. And in the first month, what we can see from that kind of strategy improvement already, I'm going to estimate that Adam could get about 1.5 to 2 times as many views. And that's just because literally the click-through rate is going to be much higher. The lead quality here might not be a ton better yet, but we'll get into some strategies on how to improve that in a second. Now, the second month, so from 30 to 60 days on, I would say in this 90-day plan is Adam should focus on letting this strategy settle for that second month. So literally just trying out these new thumbnails, seeing how it goes, just literally seeing how it impacts the views. Make sure it's actually improving. Don't just make a bunch of changes, then change the second month again and you don't know what's actually working or not. So I would suggest testing the waters first. Make sure my recommendation is even solid, even though I know it's literally the best thing he could do right now. And then something I would consider trying to add in the second month is rehashing. And I know that goes against what I just said, but thumbnail rehashing is the exact same thing as you're adding in the first month, just for previous videos. So I'd recommend in that second month, once you've got the consistent thumbnails coming in, is to start going back to these older videos and trying new thumbnails on them. On the ones that didn't perform as well, come back and give them a new thumbnail. This is a strategy called thumbnail rehashing by Gegg. Very popular strategy, but it's really good for kind of reigniting old videos that didn't perform well. So I'd suggest that for the second month. And then in the third month, once you kind of figure out the analytics, the 60 to 90 days is start planning out keywords. Start planning out how you're actually going to integrate more in-depth research on keywords and topics people are searching up using vidIQ. vidIQ is going to let you go in and compare the actual competitive level of each keyword. So how many other people are using those keywords in their channel, but also how much search volume there is. And if we find keywords with vidIQ that have a very high search volume, but a very low competition, those are considered high ranked keywords. Again, very basic. This is all stuff you could have a VA do, pay $15 an hour for the thumbnail designer, pay a VA $5 to $10 an hour for this kind of stuff. Go in, search up vidIQ terms. Again, literally, I found Adam searching for his video. So I know if you put in a little bit more effort into keyword research on top of the thumbnails, that's it. People are going to search for exactly his video, and then he's going to have a beautiful thumbnail that's going to make them want to click on it. What more could you want? So by the end of that second month, once all that strategy from those thumbnails are integrated and he starts rehashing, I think once the thumbnail strategy actually settles and his thumbnails are looking consistent and the style is established, he could start getting up to 2 to 3 times as many views as he currently is. So really starting to push into that 1K views per video barrier. And then by the end of the third month, once he's really integrating that keyword research, where he's actually integrating those keywords into the titles, and he's actually like, if we go into these videos, normally what you'd see from vidIQ is actually people, so like these keywords, normally we're gonna see that these are actually ranking. None of these keywords actually have like a number 12 spot on the search page for, how to start a social media marketing agency, or how to grow a fitness brand for social media marketing agency owners. Like that's a more hyper-specific keyword. So a personal suggestion for the third month is go for longer tail keywords, Adam, if you're listening, or if you just want to grow a channel like this again, go for longer tail keywords that are more specific, hyper-focus on those and getting higher quality leads. That's kind of the secondary piece to this. It's like, yes, let's increase the thumbnails so more people click. But if we actually go for long tail keywords like how to get more views for a fitness client, SMMA. That's hyper specific. We're talking about SMMA owners, so they're already agency owners, and they're specifically focused on fitness clients. Adam already has a lot of expertise in that. That is exactly the video type that I found his from, and it's one of his, if I am correct, most successful videos. Let's actually do a quick deep dive on this, but that's my basic suggestion again, is for the first month, focus on those thumbnails. The second month, focus on making sure that they're consistent and that it actually works. Start rehashing old videos to improve views there. And then we can keep going. I'm pretty sure, yeah, literally right here. Like this is his like number 20 video. This is the video that I clicked on here. How my marketing agency helped a fitness coach make XYZ. That's one of the videos that literally made me become a client. So as an actual sale of his, I can be a testimonial to the fact that if he focuses more on these high ticket, or if he focuses more on these hyper specific long tail keywords, that's gonna make a big difference. And with this change, not only would he be getting the 2 to 3x times as many views from those first 2 months from making the thumbnail change, but in that third month, he'd be able to start increasing the amount of sales by about 1.2 to 1.5x more calls booked. And that's obviously going to increase the amount of sale. But that's the basic idea. Get those thumbnails up, improve the click-through rate, then start improving what people are actually clicking on the video for from the beginning. So you're getting more views in to that funnel, but you're also focusing on lead quality. So, where I guess the better way to look at it would be more views in and focusing on lead quality to get a bunch of people watching the video that are just going to buy. Get on the sales call and they already buy. Like me, that's what I did. So hopefully that was useful for you guys. I would definitely consider checking out the video on the screen right now, breaking down my entire exact process for how I do massive YouTube personal brand overhauls for all my clients and myself. That's on the video right now. But if you guys are interested in me actually collaborating with Adam on another video about his strategy, let me know in the comments, because I'm going to show this video to Adam, see what he actually thinks about the strategy, see if he wants to implement it. Maybe we'll see what he does. Just get his thoughts, honestly. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful to you guys, and I will catch you in the next video.